I don't know what time it is, but I know it's late. It's probably close to noon. Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary. And we're just now heading out to go ride the bike. It's super cold in the morning, so I don't want to go right away when I get up. And Joe had to go to Sergio today to go check out this noise that Jory's truck was making. It goes tick, 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 tick whenever he turns on the AC. If he turns it off, it doesn't do it. So I think me and Joe kind of thought we knew what it was, but Jory kept saying it's the pulley. I looked it up, it's the pulley. So Joe says, well, let me take it to Sergio. No, they're mechanics. They can, it's kind of like if you're trying to diagnose yourself at home versus going to the doctor. Went over there, it's the compressor for the AC that's getting ready to go out. Yeah. And when they called to price it, they told him $350. Now, I believe Sergio will, tack on a percentage on the part, which, that's his right. In business, you can do that. If the part's like $220, you can tack on a certain percentage. It'll come to $350. And then his labor is $220. So Joe came home and found it for how much, Joe? What you find it for? $224 from Amazon. Because it's a Toyota truck, it comes with all kind of attachments to the thing. It's not just the pump. So that would be $224 for the part, and then Jory would have to find the $220 for the labor. I know Jory gonna be pissed. Jory probably gonna say I'm gonna save the money during the winter, and when the spring comes and I really need the AC.
You work it till it goes out. You don't know what.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's true. Work it till it goes out. He knows what it is, just start saving. So your car will warn you most of the time when things are getting ready to go out. And note to self, the computer doesn't tell you everything that's wrong with the car. When you put the car on the computer will only tell you, well, even the computer on the car, the one that's built into the car, that will not tell you everything that's wrong with the car. It only tells you things that are controlled by the computer. You know what I mean? So if a certain part is not controlled by the computer, it won't give you no warning. All right. So, and then the computer that they put the car on to test, that reads the diagnostics from the computer in the car. So again, you need a mechanic that really know their stuff to tell you what's wrong with your car. That's the same thing like going to a doctor.
And those computers don't tell them most about sensors and different things like that.
Stuff that the computer in the car controls. So yeah, it doesn't tell you about the mechanical things. It's like going to the doctor. When you go to the doctor, you'll go in there with a symptom. Let's say the symptom is, oh, my stomach hurts. That's too broad. They're gonna ask you, well, what part? The right upper quadrant, behind your navel. Does it only hurt when you eat? Does it hurt after you eat? Does it hurt all the time? If you take ibuprofen or Tylenol, does the pain go away, and for how long? Do you find that you have heartburn going with it too? Blah blah. They ask you a whole bunch of mess to try to put whatever could be wrong with you in a category. And then they start ruling things. I think they start ruling things out first before they start ruling things in. And because they've gone to school for 15 years and have all that big student loan, I trust them better than I trust Google. Let me tell you, when I'm sick at home, I'm not allowed to be sick for more than like 5 days. I'm not talking like sick, like, oh my God, I look sick, but oh, I have this little pain here. Then tomorrow again, oh, I have the same little pain here. I'm not allowed to be sick for more than 5 days like that. Joe and the kids will drag me kicking and screaming to the doctor. And it's not that I don't like to go to the doctor. It's just that it's like, I feel like if I make a note of what's going on, I can do something to change it. Maybe it's just constipation. Maybe it's just gas. I'm talking about stomach pains. And so, yeah, like if I get a headache, okay, maybe I overworked my eyes with this editing. I always try to find out at home what's wrong first, make a change, and then I'll know, what the problem is. Sometimes like my arm will hurt up here. I'm like, when did that start? Did I pull something? I always try to assess, and I do journal everything at home first, so when I go to the doctor and they ask me their questions, I'm a smart patient. I don't go into the doctor like a dumb patient. I don't know everything. Hell, I don't even know a lot of things. But I'll go in there very, very bright, okay? I'm not going to go in there dumb. Like when I was getting my surgery and they were talking about the anesthesia that I couldn't take, I kept saying that it was the anesthesia because that's what I was told when I was 18. Found out it's not the anesthesia itself, it's the paralytic that they give you in certain surgeries. And they're like, well, we'd like to use this one because it's more closely assimilated by your body, because I guess it has materials that your body makes, right? And so the minute we cut off the supply of that to you, you'll wake up. Well, not wake up, but you will be unparalyzed. And we don't like to use this other one that we've been using for the past, what, decades, couple of decades, or 1 decade, because it's rougher on the body. But that's the one we're gonna have to use with you, because we already know you're gonna slip into apnea and can't breathe if we give you this one. We already know that from your history, so why take that chance? So, and then I ask a bunch of questions so that I can be informed, you know. Made it to the end, December 17th. I never take it for granted that I'll make it to the end.
There you go, right?
Hey guys, so I'm trying to finish this video with Jada's ancestry because it's due to go up tomorrow. So what I did all afternoon was go through all the matches that came up in here, like the first cousins and second cousins, to see where Jada got some of the stuff that she didn't get from me and Joe. So for instance, she didn't get Senegal, Ethiopia, and Eritrea and the Middle East from me nor Joe. So I went through everybody else's chart to see where she got that stuff from. So then I noticed that for Joe's nephew, Armand, the Senegal showed up there. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So it came from Joe's side of the family. That is until I found a cousin where we share the same grandmother, my dad's mom, but we don't share the same grandfather. And she came up with the Senegal. So I'm like, okay, did it come from that side of the family too? All right. So remember now, the thing did say that Joe and I are cousins, third cousin once removed or whatever it is. And so we share some type of a great-great-grandparent up there. Well, we're thinking, I see, I'm going up there. I think that that grandparent or that connection came through my dad and my dad's mom and above them, right? And Joe's mom thinks that the connection on Joe's side came through Joe's dad's mom and the connection above her. So that would figure why the Senegal would show up in Joe's side of the family, and it would also show up in my side of the family on the grandmother's side. Because remember, me and that girl don't share a grandfather. So then the Middle East showed up on Cindy's side, and Cindy's on my dad's side of the family, and Cindy and I share the same grandparents, grandmother and grandfather, okay? And then the Germanic Europe that Joe had, I just figured Jada got that from Joe. Well, it also showed up in Joe's nephew. It showed up in my cousin Megan, which is my Uncle Les's daughter. That's my mom's brother. And it showed up in my cousin Maurice, which is my Uncle Roger's son, which is my mom's brother. All right, so that Germanic Europe is kind of bouncing all around the entire family here. And so if we go, the Indigenous America, Colombia, and Venezuela, that also showed up in Cindy's chart, which Cindy's on my dad's side of the family. And it showed up in somebody else's chart. Hold on. Joe's nephew's chart. So it just seems like it's just going back and forth. Now Mali, that African country of Mali, Joe got it, I got it, and my cousin Maurice got it, but nobody else got it, okay? So, yeah, it's just really, really weird how this thing's bouncing around. So the one country that Jada has that nobody has is Ethiopia and Eritrea. And then for Joe, he has Northern Italy. Nobody else has. Well, I didn't check like Megan and stuff, you know, check Joe's family. European Jewish, nobody else has that. And Eastern Bantu people. And for me, Sweden and Spain, nobody else has that in their chart. So definitely a little bit of interesting information doing this thing, but it's tiresome, and I gotta finish this video, and I can't overthink it and put too much information that's gonna bore the audience that might be interesting to me but is gonna bore the audience, right? I really can't do that. So I'm gonna figure it out. I've got some pictures. Maybe I'll just throw some pictures in the video and see how it goes. Y'all pray for me. I'm gonna take tomorrow off when this is done. All right, let's see. Late again tonight, guys. What time is it? 12:50. Let me go ahead and shut this down. I was going to bed and I heard it revving up over there, so I think somebody shut off the monitor, but did not shut that off. Shut down. Shut down. And where's the you guys can't see nothing there, huh? Here's the plastic for this lamp. Let me go ahead and put it on. So I'm done editing Jada's AncestryDNA. Well, not quite done. I still have to put it in the system again and put a picture behind the green screen. So let me show you guys something. You can see nothing. I'm going by the lamp of the camera. Put on this little tree. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. You see it? So Joe is 67% African, 26% Indian, and something shaking the camera. 7% European. Jada is 47% African, 30% European, 15% Indian, 7% Native, and 1% Middle East. I think these will change as we go along too. I don't know where that Middle East came from. And then me, I'm 62% European, 23% African, and 15% Native. So this is Vlogmas Day 17. This is the ending of Vlogmas Day 17. I already have 16 edited. I just have to upload it. I have to delete everything out of the editing program because with all the screen recording that I was doing and all the clips and stuff like that, it is so jam-packed that it wanted to crash on me several times. Well, it did shut down several times, but I didn't lose the footage. Well, not the footage, the project. I didn't lose the project. And I'm so glad because I can't go find all that footage. It's so scattered into different folders. So I saved it quickly onto my external drive. And then I went back and started to edit some more because it was still there. And I saved it again. So now tomorrow morning, I'm going to go ahead and drop it in, you know, the whole thing that's saved. I'm going to drop it into the program and then put a picture behind for the green screen. Save it again, and then it should be done. Then I'll upload it, figure what I want to name it. So Joe's video was about the surprise of us supposedly being, you know, cousins. And then Jada's one is more like, why did Jada get some of these countries and Joe and I didn't have those countries? And it's always fun. We don't take these things to heart. You know, a lot of people take these tests and they take it to heart. It's like, come on, it's supposed to be for fun. So anyways, I'm going to go to bed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to upload 2 videos tomorrow. Vlogmas Day 16 and Vlogmas Day 17. And then I'll be recording for Day 18 tomorrow. But I need to take a rest from editing tomorrow. When I'm done uploading that and release it, I cannot pick up that computer another moment. I have to take a good 24 hours off, alright? See you guys tomorrow.